let's create a Nether Hub. And by creating a Nether Hub, I mean preparing to create a Nether Hub, because this project is too massive. Too massive for one episode. You can roughly kind of see the area of the Nether Hub in the ceiling here. See, like that corner there, that corner, that corner, and that corner, all the way down to here. It's an 80 by 80 room and 60 blocks tall. This is fairly large. And I'm pretty sure today we're probably only gonna get to making the outer edge of the Nether Hub, because even that is a massive, massive project. The amount of resources I need to do what I'm about to do is ridiculous. So what do we need to do today? Let's see. Let's start with 25,000 concrete. And then we'll just go ahead and follow that up with about 300 beacons. And of course, don't forget the probably 200 to 250 nether stars, not counting the ones needed to make the beacons. Oh yeah, and then we need to get about 200 villagers onto the roof of the nether. This might be the grindiest episode ever. So over here at the Piglin bartering Ferris wheel of supreme happiness and eternal joy, we've made some minor modifications. We threw some glass in various places, and it's more or less working pretty good now. The items are all gonna fall down, get caught in hoppers correctly now, go through this hole, and in a live stream, we did this. We got the full sorting system, and it's not labeled 100% yet though. But we got lots of blackstone for whatever, 147 chests of blackstone, about 147 chests of the quartz here, blah, blah. And this is stuff we're going to need here today. And this is all we have right now. We need to get a lot more gravel. And of course, I got to go get a lot of sand and everything for all that concrete. We're also going to need some of this, the obsidian here for all the beacons we got to make today. So I got to turn this thing on now, and we got to build up here. We got to trade some gold. Nope. This does not cut it. Does not cut it at all. I had a feeling. I mean, we made this for fun. It was kind of fun and silly, and I don't regret it, but it is so not useful at actually trading gold. It's just too slow. So that is why I have just thrown together this little thing right here. It's a combination of the Hoglin farm ideas I made and a little bit stealing the scaffolding trick from ENXO4's bartering farm. But what I'm doing here is I'm basically making a super tiny little farm to capture a lot of piglins and get them stuck in these areas here. And when I do, I'm gonna throw a bunch of carved pumpkins on their head, and then I just can throw the gold right to them and everything's fine. How did you get out? So this is like super crude and probably could be a lot better, but I think it'll be effective enough. I want to get a couple hundred piglins in there. So the soul torches scare the piglins, so they will run this way and try to go across the trapdoors and fall in there. And the what are these things even called? Warped fungus. The warped fungus scare the hoglins, so they'll kind of run over here and eventually push themselves off, and when they do, they'll despawn because I'm going to be up there. So what I want to do is just this is super low tech. I just want to throw some carved pumpkins in there. There we go. And now we go AFK, and as the piglins go in there, they should pick one up. And as long as I do this in less than 5 minutes, okay, a little bit too many hoglins probably, but I mean, it's working. It's working. We've already got like 8 or 10 in there in like the first 20 seconds or so. So we're just kind of hanging out, and we'll wait till we get a lot more. Of course, I got at least one zombie piglin in there, and they're not gonna rest. They're just gonna be all like, wee. I can see them there. Maybe I can. No, that was a pig. And hostile creatures down. Thank you very much. Somehow I actually got. I think a couple of piglins might have been sacrificed in the process, but I eventually got the zombie piglin, and as soon as they do, they essentially calm down and they go to their corners and they're just sitting there waiting now. So I think what I need to do now is come down here, super high tech. Everything is just nothing but the best here, right? And I just throw here, I think. No, I don't want it. You take it. They pick it up, and then okay, yeah, I'm getting new stuff. So that this is it. This is it. Okay. This is our, now I need a way to like load these, and I know Annex04's got a way to do an automatic shulker loader thing and everything. That's not what I want. I want to go simple here. So I'm just going to bring some shulkers over, and we're probably just going to throw a lot of the stuff we don't want on the ground. Oh, that took a lot longer than I expected, but we now have about, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5 double chests of gravel, and I am just fatigued of doing trading. It's making me realize I really got to get those guys, just hook it up to this and be done with it. I need to hook them up to this. Shulkers are all loaded up. It's time to head back to the base, and now we need to go dig about 10 shulkers of sand. Now, I am not about to craft 25,000 to 20. Look at the little tiny David. How cute. I am not about to craft 25,000 concrete myself. So I had to go make a little device to help me out. And I was trying to decide where do I actually want this thing? And I'm trying to think more forward proof at this point, because right here is where my base is going to be. And I'm like, again, I'm super excited to get started on it. I know I'm behind. I know other people are starting theirs. It's going to be right here. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. So I decided, all right, this is where I'm going to be living most of the time. Let's build it close by. So in a little tiny hole right here, somewhere where I know I'm not going to be building. Hi, guy. What do you have for sale? Oh, the rooted dirt. I should go get some emeralds. This stuff is a pain to get. Anyway, down the hole here, we have a contraption that those of you that have been around since season 7 might remember. This is the concretificator I made in season 7, and quite frankly, I love this thing. It's awesome. It works so good. It's kind of different than other concrete makers. It doesn't concretificate it the second you build it. It leaves it in powdered form. Here, let me show you. But anyways, yeah, we got all the concrete here, like 19 shulkers or something like that of concrete here. So we do this, and we stand right on this slab against the bar and jam our face right up against here. So we're stuck in here, okay? And then we just look right at like the corner of that piston down there. Hold on. Like this. There you go. You can place all 5 blocks and just hold the right mouse down, okay? And then it goes all the way around. It gets 5 deep. Oh, it's very finicky. You gotta keep it in the right spot. And you'll see once it starts looping around, here it comes, and oh, one more. Boom. Now it drops all the powder. TNT is there. Hi, you can fall now. Thank you. Bam. Down here, it's like as the TNT falls. Oh, I missed one there. How embarrassing. That almost never happens, actually. As you can see, we have these like water walls here, and the concrete powder falls down right up against these water walls and forms a nice block of solid concrete. The TNT falls in, boom. And there's a hopper minecart down below, right underneath the obsidian to scoop it all up. Pretty simple. This took me like, I don't know, maybe half an hour to make, and it's totally going to save all the time. So now I got an AFK for like, 100 years and convert all of this stuff. And after a wonderful 5.5 hours of grinding concrete, we now have it all converted to a regular full concrete. We're going to pick up these 19 shulkers. We are going to head over to the Nether, and we are going to begin placing the outer shell of our Nether Hub. And once we're done, we are going to reveal what the full plans are for the Nether Hub, but I get the feeling some of you have already figured it out. Oh, this is getting interesting now. This is getting blackness. That's what we have. We have a giant box of pure blackness. Most of you probably figured out what we're going to do here. And the title of this Nether Hub is going to be called the Astral Library. And what that means is we are going to have a magical, fantastical library dripping with all sorts of magical effects and everything, but the entire thing is going to be floating in a void of starlit space. So there's so much to talk about in terms of the block choice, the shadows I want to talk about. We're going to fix that and everything. The floor, why the floor isn't done. We're going to talk about that in just a second, everything. There's so much to do, but today we're focusing on getting the astral effect, the space effect, the stars and all these surrounding areas. And then next episode is when we're actually going to build the library. So there's so many things, like I'm so excited. There's so many things I want to talk about, like, and explain here, but the floor, why the floor isn't done and everything, I think I want to address this one first. So to get this space effect, you guys have seen, I've done something like this in Decked Out from season 7, where we did, if you guys remember the forest, what we did there with the nether stars, we're going to take that to the extreme, and there's going to be hundreds of nether stars here. And then we're going to use beacons to some very interesting effect too, which I'm going to save for later in the video, but we're going to have this amazing space effect in here. But the only way to pull this off is black concrete. There's nothing else, right? So the floor has to be made out of black concrete. I can't, you know, I know a lot of people are going to, because spawn proofing, right? Spawn proofing is the big issue here. And if I just make a floor out of black concrete, which we're going to do, ghasts are gonna spawn there, right? And zombie piglin are gonna spawn down there, and that kills the entire effect. So there's really only one option, and that is to make the entire nether hub just be spawn proof. Mobs can't spawn anywhere in this area. And I know some people are gonna say, like, oh, just do the glass fog effect. Glass is spawn proof, but glass, anything, any other block I use besides black concrete ruins the effect. I've tried them all, guys, trust me. So the only answer is one that is incredibly heavy-handed, and it is to basically make, I hate to use the word mob switch because it's not a switch, it's a localized mob spawn proof system. What we're gonna do is let's go up onto the roof of the nether. By the way, side comment, I've been super sick this week. You guys could probably hear it in my nasally voice right now. It's driving me crazy. That's why this video is taking so much longer than others. I've been kind of out of commission, starting to come back around now, but just in case my voice sounds a little bit off, that's what's going on. So up on the roof of the nether here, we've got a little project I started on stream here. You can see we have a whole bunch of villagers up here. I think we've got, looks like at least 85, probably if not 90 villagers in there or so. What we're gonna do is, so a little known fact, if you trade with a villager, so we need to give these guys a profession, trade with them, and then kill them with a zombie that I brought up here, that zombie villager will not despawn, but will still count toward the mob cap. So if we trade and zombify all these villagers and put them over the center of the hub, which is around here, no mobs will spawn in a fairly large area all around here, including the hub. And before anyone gets crazy, all right, I know Doc has a farm he built right here. I talked to him. I mean, obviously what I'm going to do is going to kill his mob farm. Nothing's going to spawn in his mob farm anymore. So I talked to him about it. You know, I've got a gold farm out there. He said, you know, he's okay with it. Let's just put it that way. Doc is just being super cool about it. I told him, hey, any gold you need, I will supply you all the gold you will ever need from my farm. So, and I don't think he has any big need for gold right now. So thanks, Doc, for understanding. So what we need to do is design a little system here, minecart pickup system, pull one of these guys out of here, put them in front of some kind of crafting station or profession box, whatever they're called, and trade with them, something simple trade that I have a ton of, move them along so that they say hello to the zombie, rah, 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 turn them into a zombie, and then move them off into a minecart over to a little holding area, which I'll probably have to build over here somewhere. I'm not sure where that's going to be. And do that with at least 70 villagers, and then I'm hoping that'll basically make the entire nether hub spawn proof. Well, that turned out easier than I expected. So yeah, we got a little system here and it's working great. Let me show you how it works. We obviously have all of our villagers down there from the breeder. I simply press this button here. Minecart pops out, picks him up, zoops him over here. He sees the fletching table, turns himself into a fletcher. There he goes. I give a little trade. We'll say some sticks for an emerald. Great. Now that step is important because that's what gives him positive XP. You can see his XP bar has moved a little bit now. That makes it so that when he is converted to a zombie villager, he's one of the special kinds where he's like persistent and he still counts toward the mob cap, but he can't despawn, blah, 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 all that stuff. Anyways, once we've done that, boop, drop him down there to meet Mr. Happy with the super powerful sword. 2-hit swing, boom. Send him on his way with a feather in his cap. And then he zooms up here, activator rail pops off, and he should see the turtle egg in a second. Let me break line of sight here. Come on, see the turtle egg. It's super turtly and eggy. You want to nom 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 on it. There he goes, and bloop into the hole. Excellent. So we got a whole bunch down here. How many do we have? I think we've got like 79 it looks like, which should be enough, but I think I want to get like just a few more to be safe. Okay, we're good to go here. We've got, I think, 93 or so, 93 zombies here, which is fantastic. Some of them did pick up items, which is not good. I don't know if they still count toward the mob cap or not when they, like, he picked up cactus. Those are just the shovels that they spawned with, I think. So it's really just the one cactus guy. I think he's fine. But we're doing the same thing we did over at the gold farm. Basically, there's a scaffolding there, which is preventing the entity cramming. I've got this little setup here now. What I want to do is power this and push the slab in. And the idea is I want to get them to both just evenly split into the scaffolding so that nobody's moving at all. I don't know if this is really necessary. It probably isn't, but I just want to do it, and I'm probably going to mess this up. So, okay, right. So now we pull this back that is not sticky, and I put another glass in there, which is what I was intending. Now when I do it, it should put the slab right in their face, and hopefully it'll split them, and they'll go into either side. Hopefully. And there he goes. Good. And perfect. Perfect. And now they can't move, and everybody is happy. This is excellent. So now, oh, this is so good. So what I want to do, a couple things. I want to fly away. And when I know this is going to be fine, but just to show you guys, okay, that these guys do not despawn now. So I'm going to fly out clearly more than 128 blocks away. Good, we're gonna turn back now, and you're gonna see these guys are still going to be there. And there they are, they're all there. So now, the real exciting part is we go down below the nether, or down below the roof of the, the roof, whatever this thing, the roof of the nether. We're going down. And now, if this is gonna work, I'm very nervous now, I wanna see if this is gonna work. If this is gonna work, there should be, jump off the ladder. Good, there should be absolutely nothing spawned anywhere. Hello. Absolute. Okay, the striders don't count because they're passive or whatever, I think. But it looks like we've got nothing spawning. There's not a single piglin, single magma cube, single anything anywhere. This is a thing of beauty. And now what it means is we can go inside what will be our nether hub here, and we can put the floor in, and we don't have to worry about spawn proofing anything. Oh, this is so weird. Just complete utter darkness everywhere. I mean, can you even see anything? I'm sprinting. I'm sprinting and I have not hit anything yet. Where am I? Oh, okay, that little light, that's my way out. That's my way out. Oh, I got it. That's terrifying in there. This is, by the way, this is one thing I'm super annoyed with is I moved the whole nether hub a little bit north so that it would be out of the basalt deltas, and apparently there was a little bit too much here in the corner here, so there's a little bit of magical sprinkle dust here. We can deal with it though. So now that we're stuck in this room of complete darkness, what do you say we add some stars. I just happen to have about, I don't know, what is it, 200 or so nether stars ready to go here. And I am more than willing to use, and let's put this away. I am more than willing to use all of these in this build. So the way this works, for those of you that don't remember from Decked Out, is you slap an item frame on the wall, you put a nether star in the item frame, and then you whisper the magic words, trigger invisible, bam, item frame goes invisible, and you have a glowing, twinkling star in the darkness. And of course, we can rotate these a little bit. We can put them on the ceiling. We can put them on the floor now. We can do all kinds of things. No! There's a ghast just spawned in here. Huh. Okay. I wonder, that's not good at all. I wonder how that happened, because obviously the spawn proofing is working. I just logged in and it happened, so maybe upon login? I don't know. All right, we're gonna have to keep our eye on that. Just blowing holes in my wall. Okay, so two things that I need to mention here. First and foremost, this is painful. This took a long time to put what I think is like 60 stars on the floor, the ceiling, and the walls, and to try and space them out. And I'm really having to, like, I gotta be conscious of a budget here, right? I'm trying to already see, like, wait, if I do 60 in a corner, that's 4 corners, that's 240 stars. That's a lot of stars. Is that going to start to cause too much lag and everything? Not to mention the other things we're about to do in a few seconds. So I'm really trying to wonder what my budget is here that I can get away with here. I mean, it's not, stars aren't the limit. It's what's going to cause performance issues. Oh, and building in the pitch dark is basically impossible. So I had to do a little extra something here. And I made a little special resource pack that changes the blocks a little bit. So I use this to build, and you know, I can actually see what's going on. So in case you're wondering how I'm functioning in here, it's this right here. The diamonds help. Now, the second thing that I need to mention is that I'm doing this kind of, hi there. I'm doing this kind of out of order. I should really be building the build first, the library that we're gonna build in here, and then put the stars, because I'm not 100% certain where the parts of the library are gonna obscure the walls and stuff. And I don't wanna spend all this time putting stars that you're never gonna be able to see. So with that said, we're gonna do just this one corner here today. And then we'll finish the rest of it after. We'll finish the rest of the stars and effects after we build the library. So we had our fun with nether stars on the walls in item frames, and you guys have seen that before if you've been around this since season 7. What I'm gonna do now though is a little something I think will add something more to this build, something quite a bit more, I think, with beacons. And I just went ahead and did it. Do you see it? It's kind of subtle, but kind of amazing at the same time. I'm gonna walk, and it changes looks depending on what angle you view it at. Okay, you seeing the colors and stuff in there popping? Let me fly around a little bit here. Hold on. Colors over here, everywhere. Colors over here, everywhere. And a little bit closer view here so you can kind of see what's going on back there, right? Let me turn on the resource pack and it'll be very clear. And there it is. We have tons of beacons behind the wall here with just little tiny poke holes here where you can see just a little segment of the beacon. And some of them, like there's some up there you can't even see unless you go fly up there or something. So you get this like sparkle effect. See, like there, Oh, these are floating stars that you can't see. All kinds of little secrets pop out when you bring on the resource pack. And if we go through the back here, I'll show you how this is being done. So you can see here's, again, there's just beacons everywhere. And this is just a prototype. I'm gonna probably do a lot more of these because beacons aren't that expensive in terms of performance, to my understanding. So all I did was encase each one. There's more. That's all black concrete. There's black concrete on 3 sides, so you don't get any light in there. And then slabs on the top and the bottom. Again, completely encloses light, so nothing can get in there. Nothing can ruin the effect. But the beacon beam still shines through the slabs, so you see just the color. And I got these little guys in random places all around. Sometimes I do 2 with 1 beacon. Like there's one right there, actually. 2 just to conserve beacons and again, you know, increase the effect. So again, this is just a prototype. We're gonna do this a lot more. So those are the 2 effects, the 2 astral effects we're gonna use to get twinkling color-coded stars here. And again, this is there's just a little sampling here. We're gonna do the whole room, but it's gonna look amazing once we get the full build in here, because then it'll actually look like a background instead of just like the only thing to look at in here. And one last idea I had, I don't have time for it today, but one last idea I had is I want to hook up all the beacons to some like sticky piston, you know, block occluder kind of things and put them on random timers so that all these beacons just turn on and off randomly with the redstone. Like, you know, sticky piston extends, blocks the beam, it turns off, and then like 3 seconds later it turns back on again. You get a beautiful twinkle effect. Imagine that through the whole room. So there we have it, phase 1 of the Astral Library. I know it's not much yet. 90% of this video is just a black screen, so compression's gonna be a real issue here. I do apologize for that if you can't see anything in here. But I hope you guys are excited for this project. Next episode is where it's all gonna come together. We're gonna build the entire library, get the tunnel started, and finish out all of the astral parts, all the stars. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, or brilliant ideas to make this room even better, please leave me a comment. Let me know. But until then, guys, I will see you next time where we finish out the Nether Hub.